Hey, it's Coach Justin from Ultimate Baseball Training. Welcome back to another video.
And if you're looking to see the ball better on the baseball field, you're at the right spot. I'm about to share 3 ways for you to immediately start seeing the ball better. Let's get into the first tip, which is what I like to call the focal point method.
And this has made such an impact in my game. It's allowed me to see the ball so much better than I was used to seeing it when I was younger. The way that this works is you have to find a focal point somewhere around the field, okay? So I recommend finding something that you know is gonna be at every single field that you play at. So great examples would be the right field, for a right-handed hitter, the right field foul pole. That would be a great example. Or, you know, the 345 sign in right center, wherever you wanna look, but you have to have a particular spot off in the distance. It can't be close, it has to be off in the distance. That is your focal point. That's the first step in this method, okay? So let's just take the right field foul pole, for example. I know that home or away, any single ballpark is gonna have a right field foul pole. Now, the way that this works, the reason this really helps you with your vision and your hand-eye coordination is I'm gonna do this before I step into the batter's box. So I get my sign from my third base coach, okay? I know that, all right, nothing's on, cool, I'm free to swing away, whatever. And then what I like to do is hold my bat out like this, all right? And I'm looking at the label of my baseball bat, while when I look at the label, I'm taking a deep breath through my nose and out through my mouth. So it looks like this. And then what I quickly do is I glance to that focal point in the distance, that foul pole, and glance back to the label. Then once again, back to the foul pole and back to the label. What I just did there, and then I'm free to step in the batter's box and my eyes are dialed in. What I just did there was I looked at an object off into the distance, then I quickly shifted that focus to something right here, right now. And then I did it again, off in the distance, right here, right now. What do you do when a pitch is coming in? You're looking at something, it's not as amplified as an object that's 300 plus feet away, the foul pole, but what are you doing? You're looking out at an object that's out there, away from you, and then all of a sudden, within milliseconds, it's on you and you have to shift your focus to here, right? And so why don't we train our eyes to do that before we step in the batter's box? I promise you, you're gonna see the ball so much better when you try this, okay? So just use the foul pole or another focal point, and it's super quick. This is not like a 10-second deal where you look funny doing it. It's literally, you get the sign from your third base coach, boom, step in, I'm ready to go.
Now let's get into another key element, which is soft to hard focus.
This is when we just did our focal point method, right? We stared at an object out in the distance, then shifted our focus to something close. We stepped into the box, and now we're ready to hit. Now we look out towards the pitcher. The problem that I see with a lot of hitters is they get in the ready position and they're just staring out at the pitcher like this. Well, when you stare at an object for too long, your eyes get tired. So when you're staring at the window or the pitcher's release point, and you're staring, and then he finally gets his sign, he finally comes to the plate, by the time you load and stride and the pitch is coming, your eyes are already tired. So we can't do that. We can't stare at him for too long. So here's what you do. You do the focal point method, then you step in the batter's box and you start out with a soft focus. What a soft focus is you're not staring, you're kind of gazing out in his general direction. So I'm not looking at his release point, I'm not even staring at the bill of his cap, I'm not staring anywhere. My vision is actually kind of cloudy at this point. I'm aware that the pitcher's out there, right? Keeping relaxed, doing whatever you want to do. I'm just gazing at his general direction. And then when I shift from a soft focus to a hard focus is when he starts his movement. So he gets his sign, and when he starts his movement, that's when I can kind of go from relaxed and just kind of gazing at him to then all of a sudden he starts his movement. Then I shift to his release point where I'm going to pick up the baseball. That's when you can, stare more so than during the soft focus. So again, combining the focal point method with the soft focus to hard focus, you're gonna be able to see the ball, its location so much better, and you're gonna recognize pitches so much better.
The last thing I want to share with you in today's video is the pen drill.
You're gonna need 2 different pens, or you can use pencils, but everyone should have pens or pencils laying around their house, right? So all you need is 2 of them, and this is gonna be sort of similar to the focal point method that we were just talking about a few minutes ago. And you know, with the focal point method, it's when you step in the batter's box and you shift your focus from an object in the distance, your focal point, so your right field foul pole for an example, and then you shift it to the label of your bat. So you're really working on your depth of field, shifting your focus from an object, you know, far out like the pitcher on the pitcher's mound, to all of a sudden when that ball gets released and it's in the hitting zone, then you got to quickly shift your focus to something that's right here, right now. So this is a great way you can do it at home. I've noticed this is a huge game changer for your hand-eye coordination. So the way it works, 2 different pens, preferably 2 different colors, okay? So I have a blue pen here and a red pen here, but the way this is gonna work is you're gonna start out, I'm a right-handed hitter, so I'm gonna put this blue pen in my left hand here, all right? Now, when I hold it out here, I can look at, you wanna look at a particular part of the pen. So right now, I am looking at the blue label here. Now, as I slowly bring this closer and closer to my face, there's gonna be a point when this gets a little bit blurry. So let's say right there is when it gets a little bit blurry. I wanna hold this pen here. Now what I wanna do is with this other pen, this red pen, I wanna hold this one out in the distance. You see this is at arm's length here, okay? So this one is just far enough to where it's not blurry, and then this one is at arm's length. Now what I want to do is I want to go back and forth and shift my focus from right now. I'm looking at this red pen here in the front in my right hand. I'm looking at that red pen with both eyes. I'm focusing on the red line, and then boom, I'm going to quickly shift my focus to this blue pen, then back to the red pen, then back again. So you can start out slow, and you're going to notice your eyes are going to take just a second to adjust, but then gradually pick up your pace a little bit. This is great for, again, training to see an object in the distance, and then all of a sudden shifting your focus to an object that's close by. All right, so that is it. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, and if you're serious about getting your swing right before tryouts and you want to maximize your bat speed, then what I want you to do is click on this card right up here. Go grab my free Bat Speed Boosters workout, okay? It's 100% free. You just click on this card right up here, and then that'll take you to a page where you just need to enter in your email address. That way I know exactly where to send this free bat speed workout. But this is filled with drills that are guaranteed to boost your bat speed, which is going to help you boost your exit velocity. You're going to be hitting the ball so much harder and further. You're going to be spraying the ball all over the field, into the gaps, and over the fence, all right? So go grab this free bat speed workout right now. Click on this card right here. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button for me. And last thing, if you're not subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're coming out with new baseball videos every single week, and I don't want you to miss any of them. And speaking of that, after you hit subscribe, you want to make sure that you hit that little bell down there, turn your notifications on. That way you'll just be notified instantly when we upload a new video. So subscribe to the channel, turn your bell notifications on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.